Heads up! Hello, folks! Welcome back to Horsehair Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book How I Got My Shrunken Head. How I Got My Shrunken Head, indeed. Number 39 from OG62. So, the front cover is pretty good and pretty nasty, pretty scary, especially because of that big, scary, green-looking head that is standing on top of the dresser, and basically the eyes of this strange looking face are kind of red rimmed, and the pupils are yellowish, kind of orange even, kind of red, and the skin is kind of green, but kind of like a bright green. And the hair is mostly dark with some patches of gray here and there. It's kind of a grayish hair. And basically, there's a ponytail that is standing on top with a ribbon, I believe, that is tying up the hair together. And basically, yes, this head is actually the main thing about the front cover, and the rest of the room is interesting too, because it's taking place in a child's room, in a teenager's room probably. It's pretty messy, as you can see. There are like shoes lying around, socks. The top drawer is open. There's a mitt in there. There's a baseball. Yeah, that's a pretty messy room, I gotta admit. And but the scene is pretty interesting. The room itself looks pretty good. Basically, you have a checked floor with pink or purple squares and white ones, but they look blue. Perhaps it's the light. Who knows? The walls, there's a dark blue wall, there's a yellow wall, and basically there's some kind of a banner in there that reads university, and there's a picture that is on the wall that is inside a frame. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I really like their choice of colors. Tim Jacobs did a pretty awesome job. It really makes us want to know about what the book is about. I like the green also of the face, and it seems to be reflected by the title, Goosebumps, like the letters framing, actually the colors framing the picture, the front cover is dark green, and the background of the on behind like the Goosebumps letters is looks kind of greenish, but more like a lighter green tint, and I like it. I like it very much. Yeah, it's a pretty messy room, and this is what is known as a shrunken head, people. And shrunken heads are kind of a real thing, but except for the faint of heart, so I don't recommend watching like pictures or watching like images from depicting a shrunken head on Google Images. Yeah, if you can handle that, don't look for the images. But just in case you're wondering, yes, it is a real thing. It's pretty creepy and nasty as a concept, I gotta admit. But let's move on to the book itself, like to the story itself. What is it about? So basically, we have our main character. His name is Mark Rowe. And basically, he's a 12-year-old kid, and he loves to play that game called Jungle King, sorry, on his computer. And basically, he'd play with his friends, and he'd always win because he's so good at it. And each time he wins, he'd scream this phrase, "Kuli ha," or Cali, right? I don't know. I don't really know how to say it, but I guess that's it. I guess this is how you say it. But basically, yeah, this is something he would say each time he would succeed in the game. And basically, he has a little sister. Her name is Jessica. And she's kind of a mean sister. She likes to play tricks on him and stuff. And yeah, she's pretty much like your average or your regular kind of little sister in Goosebumps, kind of like a pain in the neck. And basically, yeah, she's pretty mean to him. If I'm not mistaken, she even wrestles him and she stuff, or maybe that's not in this book. But basically, yeah, she's kind of a mean kid, right? And basically, what happens is somebody shows up to their house one day, a woman named Carolyn Hollings, and basically she's the assistant of Mark's Aunt Benna. And basically, Aunt Benna's working on that island. She's I'm not entirely sure what she is, but she's revealed as some kind of an explorer. Basically, she'd go to all those foreign places, to all those remote places, and she would basically investigate the place and yeah, do some exploring, some research. I guess I'm not entirely sure what her job description is, but that's what I remember from the book, at least. And basically, Aunt Benna has been the last place she was sighted in, the last place she was seen in was on that island called Balladora. And basically, Balladora is that island that is mostly known for its very huge jungles. If I'm not mistaken, it's kind of an island, sort of like yeah, an island filled with jungles. And basically, this is where she was last seen, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, Carolyn is gonna ask Benner's nephew, Mark, if he could come with her. Basically, they could go and look together for his aunt. And basically, it is thought that there's a head in Balladora. And basically, Aunt Benna was looking for it when she went missing. Is that how it goes? I'm sorry, I kind of read this book kind of a long time ago, like 2 years ago. So some things are not entirely just like right in my mind at the moment. Not really fresh, but I'm trying to do my best. Um, Yeah, sorry about that. Actually, Carolyn actually brought a head with her as she came. It was 100-year-old shrunken head, according to the Goosebumps wiki website. And basically, this is a gift from his Aunt Benna. And yeah, basically, she's gonna give him that head. This is the shrunken head that he gets. And Jessica is kind of jealous because she didn't get one too, and she wants to go with them because they're gonna have to leave for Balladora, but she can't go. It's just Mark that gets to go there, and he's kind of nasty about it. He's like yeah, he's kind of using it as an excuse to, be mean to his sister, and kind of he's like taunting her. He's like he looks kind of like he's using that as an excuse to basically be like kind of paying her back for being mean to him, and he's like, I'm gonna go there, not you. It's kind of like payback for him. That's pretty funny. And basically, the head is from the jungles of Balladora, according to the Goosebumps wiki once again. And basically, this head, there's something funny about it, something kind of strange, because in the dark, if I'm not mistaken, it starts to glow in the dark, and it kind of says something, like it whispers some strange words. And basically, it's gonna freak Mark out a little, but at the same time, he's kind of interested, and he kind of wants to know more about this head. And basically, what happens is that this head is doing some real strange stuff, right? And it looks kind of dead at the same time when it tries to show people when he tries to show his family members that the head is indeed alive, or so it seems. Doesn't work when he wants to show it to other people. It's a common thing in Goosebumps that whenever somebody sees something huge taking place, something big, something huge, and they try to tell their family, it sounds like the thing itself is just a normal thing, right? There's nothing about it. That's pretty funny and pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. But basically, Mark is gonna go with this with Carolyn to look for his aunt Benna, because apparently she asked for him specifically. I believe that she needs him immediately, and they ride an airplane, and basically they go to Balladora because they have to go look for his aunt, if I'm not mistaken. And once they're there, they meet Carolyn's. Actually, Mark meets Carolyn's brother, Dr. Richard Hollings, and his daughter Corinne. And Corinne is kind of a nice girl. It seems. It seems at first. Dr. Richard Hollings is kind of okay, but he's kind of like some kind of a scientist, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of I wouldn't say weird, but it's kind of in his own, like, he doesn't, he's kind of like in his living, like, he's not really warm and cool. He's more like yeah, living in his own kind of world, right? So basically, yeah, Mark is gonna be there. He's gonna stay there for a while, and then he's gonna go look for his aunt because she's been missing for weeks. And basically, there's that concept of jungle magic. And apparently, Mark possesses some jungle magic, whatever it is. And basically, it has to do with with Aunt Banna, who did something to him. But I don't want to be too specific about it because I don't want to spoil the book too much or anything. And basically, Mark is going to have to activate it to tap into this power of his, and if he wants to find his aunt. And yeah, that's I guess that's pretty much it. And then they're gonna look for her. Mark is gonna find her journal, and basically, yeah, they're gonna try to look for her, and that's pretty much it. Because I don't want to spoil the book too much, or anything. Yeah, this is it for I got how I got my shrunken head. So what did I think about this book? I thought this book was pretty good, and it's a big step up from other books. Like this one is more like an adventure type of story. But at the same time, it's kind of scary as well. There's some really scary scenes. I love the scary scenes in the woods and at night. And yeah, at some point it takes place at night, and it's really scary. It's really creepy. I really like this book a lot, and it was really well written. And a shrunken head, I got to admit, it fits well within a Goosebumps novel. That was a great book. Mark, I liked him as a character. Corinne, I liked her. Carolyn, I was okay with her. And Banna, well, they're kind of looking for her, but are they gonna find her? Maybe they will. So I won't tell you whether I liked her or not, because they might have not found her. But overall, from what we know of her, she's a cool character. And yeah, I guess that's it for the characters. There's also Dr. Richard Holling. She's a cool one too. And yeah, this book is pretty an adventure kind of novel, but at the same time it gets really scary at times. So I gotta say that this was good. Yeah, there's a scene in the woods involving a tiger. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I like the concept of jungle magic. I thought it was pretty cool to have that kind of superpower, like supernatural kind of ability in a Goosebumps book. I think it was pretty well. And whether it works or not in the book, I thought that the idea itself was pretty good and well thought. And yeah, I gotta say that the twist of the book was pretty awesome. I like pretty much all of it, pretty much like the whole book. I gotta say, Reached By, it is pretty much a good novel, a great novel, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know if I forgot anything of that was important to the story. I hope not. If I do, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope the reviews are good. I'm trying to gather up all of my previous memories from the books I'm reviewing in order to give it, in order to make a good review. But yeah, have I forgotten anything? I don't think so. So yeah, How I Got My Shrunken Head is a good book. It reads by. It's interesting. It's adventurous. It's fun. It's funny at times. Even it is scary. I liked also the final twist. I think I mentioned that already, but I really liked it, and the characters are cool, and yeah, there's some kind of scenes involving vines in the woods, like trees and so on. I thought it was pretty cool. And if you like the jungle, like this kind of setting in the jungle, you're gonna enjoy this book, I think. And this is also something I like to mention is that I like the change of scenery in this book. Usually, Goosebumps books take place in the suburbs. But this one, it takes place in that strange island of Ballador, and we don't know much of it. Yeah, Ballador is a concept. This island that is kind of in that nobody really knows about, right? It's I don't really remember where it is. I don't remember where it is exactly. I believe it's like near the Caribbean or something like this, some kind of strange island that has jungles in it, right? So I like this concept a lot, to be honest with you. I think it worked pretty well. It worked pretty well, and it's a little bit like House of the Dead, the movie. I believe it has some similar elements to it. It's kind of like it could. The reason I'm saying that is that, like this book, to be honest, it could even be some kind of video game. Could be some kind of video game, I would say, because you could even picture like a character jumping from one vine to the next, from one vine to the next, like kind of like a Tarzan kind of character. It could be cool if they could make a video game out of this book, adapt this book into some kind of a video game. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. I don't know if this book was adapted into a TV episode. Was it adapted into a TV episode? Probably. But yeah, that was pretty good. And the tiger scene was awesome. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. The shrunken head concept, once again, works pretty well for this book. The scenes at night are the best. And if I were to recommend this book, I definitely do it. I would definitely recommend you to read this book. I definitely recommend this book. And I would recommend it to read it in the summer right now. I think it's the perfect time of the year. It's the perfect time of the year to be enjoying this book. So read it right now if you haven't already. And I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. So if I were to give that book a rating, I think I'd give it 8.5 out of 10. It was pretty good. So I'd give it 8.5 out of 10. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it. And it was pretty awesome. It was a pretty good book. It was a pretty awesome book. It was a pretty great book. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for me. 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Sorry, I'm repeating myself a lot, but I don't want to miss the rating or anything. So That's why I'm saying it a few times to make sure I don't forget it along the way. I don't forget to say it. I don't forget about it. And yeah, I'll say it. I said it to make sure I said it. So what about you folks? What do you think about how I got my shrunken head? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really can't wait to hear about what you have to say about it. Let me know if you liked this book or if you didn't like it, or if it was a great book for you, or if it was a horrible book for you, or if it was a horrible book for you, or a not likable book for you. Let me know in the comment section down below, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next review for Night of the Living Dummy 3. In the meantime, folks, stay safe, goodbye, take care. This Horror Channel Reviews for you signing off. And now I'm going to be reading the summary. 2 heads are better than 1. What has 2 eyes, a mouth, and wrinkly green skin? What has 2 eyes, a mouth, and wrinkly green skin? What has 2 eyes, a mouth, and wrinkly green skin? Mark's shrunken head is a present from his Aunt Benna. It's a present from his Aunt Benna. A gift from the jungle island of Balador. Mark can't wait to show the kids at school his shrunken head. It's so ugly, so gross, so awesome. But late one night, the head starts to glow. Because it's no ordinary head. Because it's no ordinary head. It gives Mark a strange power. A magical power. A dangerous power.